begin transmission. Greetings American citizens. We are Anonymous, also known as the Collective. Today's date is November the 9th, 2023. Last evening, we posted a video that attempted to get militia contact information and a message for MCs to unite. It is no secret that TikTok is a product of the CCP. We never received strikes until we started uniting the people. Without warning, TikTok banned our account, just as they have been doing to all of the collective accounts. Each and every one of you patriots should be asking yourselves why. The CCP for the past few months has been sending Chinese, military-aged men across our borders. If you don't believe it, we don't care, soon they will be at your door. Since early 2020, military-aged men began crossing our borders, each with United Nations debit cards. They were given phones. The American people were told that it was to track and monitor their movement. If the mainstream media is reporting it, you can bet your ass it is just the opposite. The phones are to receive activation instructions, where to report for uniforms and arms. The United Nations peacekeepers, peacemakers or invasion army has been viewed by the cabal and the CCP as expendable. Do not lose focus that the present administration that occupies the White House sold America's sovereignty to the CCP, and Obama made it possible for the United Nations, funded by NATO and George Soros, to occupy American soil and military establishments. 30% of Ukraine weapons were unaccounted for. US government departments purchased record numbers of firearms and ammunition, even departments that never used firearms in the history of their existence. This was to arm some innocent, undercover UN fighting force posing as immigrants. Being expendable, they will engage in the open, more than likely door to door, to disarm our people. If you do this, you will die. They very well know that Americans are awake now. They've been monitoring our traffic for over a week. The plan is to allow the UN forces to take the casualties with our citizenry, and then the Chinese troops will perform mop-up operations. Do not waste another moment. If you can't get to a militia, then organize yourselves by towns or neighborhoods. This is not fear porn. This is the truth and should be obvious to each of you that were given any sort of intuition at all. Purchase 2,000 or more chances for your Patriot tools to work. Do this for each tool, for each person in your home. Until the invaders take to the streets, any armed groups of citizens will be labeled as terrorist and suppressed. This is their desire, for you to take to the streets premature so that the corporation of the United States Police Forces can arrest and engage. This will lessen casualties on their side. Do not give them this. Plan your work, and work your plan. Be ready on a moment's notice. Every town and every neighborhood needs a Paul Revere to sound the alarm. Seek alternate communications now. Create email list, secure CB, ham radio handles, and the time to do this is now. Surely you all see what complacency cost us as a nation. Do not let that be the reason that you watch horrific things happen to your families. Prepare for a communications blackout. When this occurs, it is too late to prepare. The fake communication from the fake UN director was to buy time for last-minute preparations. When that failed, they deplatformed us. They did it because you are uniting as a people, and that is something they assumed had been taken care of after the division that our treasonous politicians have caused. Remember, they have fled to Cheyenne Mountain with their families while we the people fight for our existence. Connect with us at Anonymous Floridian on Telegram. Take any video that you would like and continue to share. If one goes down, another retrieves the weapon and continues the battle. TikTok, CCP, World Economic Forum and the United Nations, you should know that when this is over, your existence, if any at all, will be minimal. You will spend the rest of your miserable existence asking yourselves why. Why did we choose to come against God's people? To our politicians, securely wrapped into the comforts of Cheyenne Mountain, after the first shot rings out against our people, and you haven't joined our lines, Then a line is what you drew, and you should plan to never see the light of day ever again. We hope your future generations are inbred and every sound that ever comes from their mouths sound like dueling banjos. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. End transmission.